So, a month before, my SP lied to me about something, and the nature of the lies was so big that I felt that I knew that he was trying to lie to me because of something good, which might be he's trying to protect me, or he's trying to be uh, he's trying to not let the truth come out for some time. But like I was so heartbroken, and I was so devastated, you can say that I felt that how can someone lie about something so big. And I mean, I knew that he had the purest of intention when even when he lies. But I was quite disappointed with the way, he lied to me, and he was not even admitting what the truth is, even when he knew I knew what the truth is. So I read a book. I read some text of Abraham Hicks in one of her books, and mostly those are some things which I usually go through to, to soothe myself or to have a different perspective. And mostly I know about this law and everything about it, but this it's always good to go through manifestation videos, uh, manifestation books. And today I found something. So this is about a mother who is dealing with a daughter who lies to her constantly, and it has become her habit to lie even for the most insignificant things, wherein she can directly tell the truth to her mother, but her mother knows that she is lying in front of her face. But then she's just disgusted that why is my daughter lying, what is the problem with these lies. I mean, why does she lie when she can actually tell the truth and I'll understand it. So what I feel is what I feel and what Abraham feels as well is, when we hold a person responsible for keeping us happy, whether it's when they say a lie or they're not behaving the way we want them to behave. It's sort of like, you know that you can't change a person, right? You just have to let it be, you have to accept the fact. So when you get into that fighting mode or being in the action mode, that you know what, this person is lying in front of my face and I'm going to, I'm just going to talk about it to this person, it will not help you. Because this person, if you are in the plus zone, that person is in the minus zone. So plus minus will only cancel out and it will become minus. So what you need to do in that case is just let it be and have this different perspective about this person. So this is what she writes. So this is what the mother writes when she comes to know that her daughter is lying, and she should not hold her daughter responsible for keeping her happy. So if she is lying, then that means there must be some reason, right? And moreover, teenagers, so when they become a teenager, they are always negative about things. So what happens is they absorb a lot of things from the outside environment. So in the same case, your specific person might also be dealing with a lot of stuffs in their life. Maybe someone has an accident, someone just met with an accident, like someone's SP just met with an accident and they're all over negative about their situation. Or maybe somebody is having a lot of career struggles and they are not ready for a relationship right now. So you can have 100 different reasons why a person might be lying to you about their own feelings for you. Or maybe, for example, I mean, that as everything was going well and all of a sudden it starts to fall apart. So there must be a reason behind it, and that is what here the mother is also saying. Mother is also applying a different perspective with her daughter, because her daughter is a teenager and she absorbs all kind of different negative stuffs from the world, and she doesn't have a filter there. So she's obviously rebellious, and when parents make this a criteria that you have to behave in a positive way, and you have to behave, you cannot lie, honesty is the best policy, which is, honesty is the best policy, even I believe it. But if someone is hell-bent to not follow honesty is the best policy, you cannot help that person follow that until and unless the person actually realizes, okay, honesty is the best policy. So there must be a reason why she is lying, and in order for her to behave in a way wherein you want her to tell the truth, you need to let her say those lies for some time, so that she herself effortlessly realizes that lies are not helping me out. So that's what has been so this is what I feel. When you are in alignment with who you really are, you will only be seeing the very best in your daughter. That is what Abraham Hicks is recommending to this person. So to the mother, when you are in alignment with who you really are, you will only be seeing the very best in your daughter. And when your daughter is in alignment with who she really is, she will have no reason to tell you lies. So that means somewhere or the other, when you're finding faults in the other person, when you're holding some other person responsible for making you happy, you are not in alignment with yourself. Because in the very God made us in the nature of love. So if you're engaging in any kind of negative emotion, then that means you are out of alignment. So here the mother is out of alignment. She is not tapping to her own energy, to her own self, to her own happiness. That, like, we all know that we are the source of our own happiness. So if you're not tapping into that first, so obviously you'll find fault in others. And when you are in peace with yourself, you will not find fault in others. You will know, your soul or your inner being will recommend that there must be something wrong with the other person. That's why this person is resorting to some kind of lies, which is not even necessary here to do. So that is what actually changed the equation of the mother and the daughter here. And so the concluding point says these things. So maybe Abraham, so here the Abraham Hicks is recommending the mother to apply this perspective. So I want to read it out to you, so that you also understand what I'm trying to say. My daughter lies to me when the truth would serve her better. I don't understand her needs to tell me lies. More often than not, when a person lies, it comes back and bites them. I don't want my daughter to develop patterns that are bad for her. I realize that everyone has their own individual point of view. And meanwhile, I don't understand her reasons. I can see that she may have some of her own. I wish she trusted me with the truth. If my own response to her had always come from my place of connection, maybe she would now trust me more. I can't go back and undo anything I've done, but I can begin to be more allowing of her now. I can see that she sometimes lies in an attempt to be seen in a more positive light. You see that? I'll read this line again. This is very important. I can see that she sometimes lies in an attempt to be seen in a more positive light. I also understand that whenever she is lying, she is not in alignment with who she really is. I want my effort to be more inspiring of her alignment, not punishing her for not being in alignment. I can see how her lie is a manifestation of her lack of connection, and her lack of connection is what I want to soothe. My concern now isn't for the lies themselves, but is instead for the reason for the lies. I don't want to stop her lies so much as to enhance her connection to her source. The sweet girl has often been connected to source. When she was little, she was the source of my inspiration on a daily basis. I have it in me to return the favor. So here what the thing is, that sometimes a person in your life might be a source of your happiness. Source of your happiness means, what I mean is, like, they can be the reason why you are connected to your source. I mean, they are so positive in their own life, or maybe they are so positive with you in their life, that you become more connected to the source just by being with this person. So it has been the same for me as well. So I have my mother who connects me to my source, and I have my person who connects me to my source. So everybody can have that, and that's not a problem, what it really is sometimes a person lies when they are not in alignment with who they are, and that itself tells you that there's an underlying reason why she is not in alignment. There must be something she's going through, that's why she's not in alignment. So for that, the only solution is to love. The only solution is to soothe that, and to let that person be where that person is right now, and not forcing that person to change or to satisfy you. So that's how you can change the equation. It might take some time, but obviously that's the only solution, and that's how life is. I mean, not even God forces you to follow what he says, until and unless you yourself realize, okay, God was always right about it. So this is a message that you should not force the people to behave the way you want them to behave. You should give that person time, you should give that person space, you should let that person be where they are right now, knowing that they will be where you want them to be, but let it come naturally. So that's it for now. Thank you.